Hello there. Welcome to the Jedi Playbook. My name is Ron, and this is Jedi Lifestyle 101. I made this presentation for anyone who is considering doing the Jedi Lifestyle Challenge, or if you're already doing the challenge, this is a great way to kind of reinforce and fill in some of the gaps. Without further ado, let's get started. So, we're going to cover the rules and guidelines of the Jedi Lifestyle Challenge, some of the benefits that I've derived personally that you could conceivably derive yourself. We'll talk about the Jedi Path book, and then we'll discuss the mindset, nutrition, and fitness, and then I'll go over my daily routine, which you can adapt for your own purposes. So, rules and guidelines. The goal is obviously, it's the Jedi Lifestyle Challenge, so it's to live like a Jedi. I pick 30 days. That's the general starting point. If you want to do 60, great. If you want to adapt it to your needs. I would recommend doing it at least 30 days, though. That's where the kind of bare minimum for a lot of these lifestyle changes and these habits to be reinforced. You wake up early, preferably between 5 and 7 a.m. I'm generally between 5 and 6. On an average day, it's 5:30. Exercise for at least 30 to 60 minutes a day. Meditate and recite the Jedi Code. That'll be 15 to 30 minutes. Read or learn. Just, devote some time to progressing your mind, your knowledge. 15 to 60 minutes. That's however long you want to dedicate to it. Time for stretching, 5 to 10 minutes. And time for journaling, also 5 to 10 minutes. It helps you track your progress, and it helps you just kind of keep goals in mind and really see where you are going. The final component of this, in terms of the guidelines and what I have found most useful myself, was NoFap. And if you are curious, I will put a link to nofap.com. Hard mode or monk mode, which is no pornography, no sex, no masturbation. Celibacy is important to the Jedi lifestyle. Just pretend that you're Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was, as far as most of us know, celibate for his time on Tatooine. So just something to consider. Also, many of these spiritual practices involve celibacy as well. So it's nothing new. But again, nofap.com, great resource for anyone struggling with pornography addiction, masturbation, or sexual dysfunction. The Jedi lifestyle can help manage anxiety. It certainly helped me manage mine. Improve self-confidence. Reach your ideal weight, whether that is to gain muscle, lose fat, whatever it is, body recomposition, get more physically fit, improve your fitness level. Contextualize spirituality. It certainly helped me do that, just because, yes, it's fiction, but a lot of these concepts, the idea of the Force and a unifying energy field is prevalent in a lot of Taoist philosophy and Buddhism, and also there's an element of Zen in there as well. Improved overall health, improved stress management. It did help me face my fears. It helped me overcome challenges, and I'd say it contributed to significant growth across the board. Not just physically, because I've gained at least 15 pounds since I've been on this, 15 pounds of muscle, roughly. But just, spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, growth as a whole towards personal development. If there were a textbook that would go along with this course and this kind of lifestyle and the challenge, it would be the Jedi Path book. It is no longer canon. I believe that Lucasfilm, since the acquisition by Disney, has changed some things, but regardless of the fact that it's legends or whatever, it's still incredibly useful, and I like the sections particularly on the Jedi Code, the 3 pillars of the Jedi, control, sense, and alter. Those are 3 different abilities that they talk about. They go into detail about the lightsaber forms, the Jedi trials, really, really important there. That one's huge, great for really helping actualize and catalyze an identity. And then the roles and duties of a Jedi, and then becoming a master. All really useful sections. There are other things like a map of the galaxy and different force-sensitive animals, aliens that are resistant to force powers, stuff like that, that isn't quite as applicable to everyday life, but is still entertaining. The mindset is really encompassed in the Jedi Code. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. If you recite this, I'd say a good 3 to 5 times during a meditation, at least. If you want, some people do it for the duration of the meditation, whether it's 10 to 20 minutes. I think it's hugely, hugely important, very useful, and it just helps to reinforce the mindset of a Jedi that you're reinforcing these principles of equanimity and temperance and restraint and peace and harmony, peace and love, as Ringo Starr says. So, that was weird. Okay, track your macronutrients. Really, really important. Use MyFitnessPal. Get a food scale. My biggest problem was I was not eating enough. I would kind of guess. I would just eat until I was no longer hungry. And as it turned out, I was not getting enough protein and I was not getting enough carbs. So we want to derive our calories primarily from organic foods, as natural as possible, minimally processed. So no junk foods, chips, cookies, baked goods, processed stuff. Try to shop around the perimeter of a grocery store. So produce, dairy, meats, that sort of thing. And I will talk about primarily where my calories come from. But yeah, use MyFitnessPal. Hugely important to track your calories because you need to know how much you're taking in. So weigh your food, measure it, track it. If you're buying food in the United States, it must have the nutritional facts and the serving size. So use it to your advantage. Log it, track it, and that's how you'll be able to either gain or lose weight. Just a word of caution for those trying to lose weight. You still need to eat. If you starve yourself and aren't giving your body enough, your body will hold on to the fat. Just from personal experience, because I've gone from both ends of the spectrum. I was overweight in high school and then dropped the weight through college. And then I was underweight after college, way after college. And then have subsequently it's been a struggle to gain weight. But, using these methods, I've actually been able to, which I'm actually really grateful for. Bantha milk protein shake. It tastes like milk. I use unflavored whey. Grass-fed whey protein, 2 scoops. Obviously, you can adapt this. You can have the recipe. You can do the full recipe. It's going to depend on your caloric needs. But grass-fed whey protein, powdered blue spirulina, which is completely natural. It's an algae, as opposed to food colorings, which have petroleum-derived, chemically derived dyes. It's just a natural blue coloring, so it turns the shake blue. And then 12 to 20 ounces of water. You can use milk, you can use juice, you can conceivably use any liquid you want. I just find water, whey protein, and the powdered spirulina gives you a pretty healthful and, not for nothing, but I feel like that's what Bantha milk would taste like if it were real. It'd be it's not going to be sweet unless you add sweetener to it. You can feel free to, by the way, put it in a blender and add whatever you want, but then it won't be blue. Something to consider. It would work with a vanilla flavored powder, but slightly inauthentic there. 40 grams of protein, about 3 grams of carbs, and about 4 grams of fat. That is solid protein. That is not the only thing you need. You need a good amount of carbs and fat for a custom plan. Get trained by Tom from Jedi Fitness Academy. There are links on JediPlaybook.com. He is my coach. He's been training me for almost a year now, and I would not be seeing the results that I see without his help. So I'm very grateful to him. Good food. Good food. So the majority of my proteins come from my supplements, whether it's the vegan supplement. I happen to like the Four Sigmatic, and I do chocolate. I do the chocolate flavor there. Or the Muscle Feast grass-fed unflavored whey. Because it is just whey protein, and that's about it. No artificial sweeteners, no additives, nothing. Eggs, really great source of protein. And honestly, chicken breast is the majority of what I eat. I'll occasionally cycle in some lean fish, pork and beef on very rare occasions, and generally just for special occasions I'll have beef, like Easter, Christmas, birthdays, holidays, and celebrations, that sort of thing. As far as carbs go, I still struggle to get my carbs in, so I try to get from as many sources as I can. In the morning, I'll usually have some kind of porridge, whether that's oatmeal, cream of buckwheat, cream of rice. If you are familiar with the Chinese dish kanji or juk, that is rice porridge. Really, really helpful, very easy to digest, very easy for the body to break down, and it's great carbs, especially pre-workout. Tortillas. Tortillas are actually milled or processed with lime, and that actually helps make it more digestible than just eating straight corn. When you have tortillas, they are milled, the lime helps break it down, and it's a lot more readily bioavailable. Potatoes, sweet potatoes are better, but if all you got is white or yellow potatoes, that's fine. Rice and rice-based cereals, I eat a ton of rice and rice-based cereals. And then vegetables, I tend to go for asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and zucchini. However you can get these, however you like to prepare them, just do that. Many of these, like the asparagus, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, do very well roasted. The zucchini, you can saute in a pot or a pan with some olive oil or coconut oil and some onion for a little flavor. I generally cook very, very simply. As far as fat goes, cheese, avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, butter. These are and nuts. I didn't put nuts on this list, but nuts are a great source of fat, and they have some protein. Anybody who tells you that nuts are a good source of protein is wrong. They have protein. They are a primary source of fat. They are mostly fat, so don't be fooled. Yes, they are helpful, and yes, fat is necessary, but if you have almonds as your supplementary snack, you're going to gain weight. There's no two ways about it. In terms of fitness, exercise, try to go for 3 to 4 times a week. If you're doing weightlifting, try to target muscle groups each day or pair them together into like push and pull days. If you go to bodybuilding.com/fun/workout-plans.pro-programs, the link it will be in the description. You can choose what your goal is, whether it's to lose fat, gain muscle, get fit, the whole bit. And it'll give you a workout. You put in what you need. MyFitnessPal will also tell you roughly how many calories you need. But again, these are not exact. And there is something that's lacking when you're being coached and have a custom plan that alters week to week. It needs to change and adapt. So if you're doing it on your own, just know that you may need to tweak it on your own. Do so at your own risk, and always consult a doctor. If you're not doing bodybuilding, if you're not going to be working out or going to the gym, then do some kind of sports, yoga, hiking, climbing, running. Just be active. Try to be as active as possible. All right? Fitness is hugely important. It's important that, our bodies are meant to move. And so being a Jedi, just ask yourself, have you ever seen an out-of-shape Jedi? There's your answer. My morning routine. I wake up at 5:30, generally. I will, as I'm reading, make a cup of green tea, which I will consume and make while I'm reading. I will then go into some combination of meditation, breath work, Reiki, or journaling, because whenever I meditate or do Reiki, I have a journal in front of me. So there's a lot of that, just writing down thoughts, stuff that comes to me in a meditation, goals for the day, goals for the week, long-term goals. It's really useful to get in the habit of writing things down and spending time writing down your thoughts. Really important. You don't necessarily have to do each of these things every day, but incorporate one of or two of them. It really, really helps. That's all I can say, as I'm a huge proponent of it. Try to stretch daily, or at least, 4 to 5 times a week. I did not, and became even more inflexible than I was before. Still cannot really touch my toes comfortably, but I'm working on changing that. I'm stretching. I have dedicated stretching time every morning, and I'm becoming more flexible. Breakfast and workout. Do these in any order that works for you. If it works for you to wake up first thing and work out, do that. If you wake up and you're starving and you want to eat, do breakfast first. But make sure you do most or all of these things, and it really does set you up for success for the rest of the day. It's a really, really solid foundation. I find I love quiet mornings because nobody else is up. You can just kind of be with your thoughts and do what you need to do without any interruptions. And it's great. Meditating early in the morning, doing breath work early in the morning is fantastic. I hope this was useful. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments, or feel free to DM on Instagram or shoot me an email, whatever you'd like, however you want to get in touch. Liking and subscribing really does help the channel because I'm trying to grow this, the YouTube. I really want to be a resource for people to come and learn and focus on personal development and grow. And if I can do that and help people do it through Star Wars, great. So may the Force be with you, and we will see you next time.